and welcome to my presentation on Japanese business culture. For those of you in the room who do not know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Ellie Bostic, and I am a Senior Officer in Business Relations here at Global Investments. As discussed with Ms. Yi, I reviewed the business culture and etiquette in Japan, including greetings, attire, gift-giving, meals, attitude towards time, and communication styles. Japan would be a good country to go into business with, as it is the most advanced country in the world in terms of robotics and technology, and it is ranked 8th out of 43 countries in the Asia Pacific region. According to the 2019 index, it is the 30th freest country. For business greetings, bowing is the most common practice in Japan. For your first time meeting, the most common bow is a short and slight bow. Physical contact is kept to a minimum. This includes handshakes and hugs that are not common. To present a business card, make sure you present it with two hands and the text facing the recipient. And when you receive a business card, take a minute to look it over before storing it properly. Do not just put it in your pocket. When you greet someone, use their last name followed by the suffix san. San is a unisex word that means Mr. or Miss. For business attire, first impressions hold a lot of weight. The dress code is very strict. Both men and women are both expected to wear suits in either charcoal gray or navy, as black is typically reserved for funerals. Pants or skirts are acceptable for women, and women must also wear closed-toed pumps, as skinny heels are not acceptable. For gift giving, this is an essential practice. It shows respect and a way to form relationships. The gift should not be too personal and should focus on the company as a whole. In Japanese culture, they focus a lot on craftsmanship, so finding a gift that is unique is a good idea. Avoid plans as gifts in general, as this is associated with funerals and sickness. Gifts must be wrapped. Wrapping in green or purple paper with white ink is the best option. Avoid wrapping in white paper or red paper, and avoid using black ink. When giving the gift, it is important to say the phrase, "Samurani mon." This means that the relationship is more important than the gift, and that the gift does not have much meaning compared to the relationship. For business meals, this is a very common practice. Deals can happen during these meals. One of the most important things is to know how to use chopsticks the proper way. Wait for the host to start eating or drinking before you do. Use the other end of your chopsticks if there is shared dishes to keep things sanitary. And make sure that you pour others' drinks before your own as a sign to show respect. For attitude towards time, in Japan, punctuality is very important. Everyone is expected to be a little early to the meeting or right on time. If you are going to be late, make sure you inform others right away and ensure that you apologize. Also, be respectful for how long that your meetings last. Make sure you stay on topic and to the point. For communication styles, the main form of communication in Japanese business is English. The most common type of communication is indirect. You need to be able to understand body language and read a room. Silence is very common in these meeting rooms. Japanese culture doesn't like being assertive or direct. They prefer time to think and formulate a response. Japanese culture is big on hierarchy in the meeting room. The most senior people sit towards the leader, and they sit furthest away from the door. Wait for someone to offer you a seat, and if no one does, sit yourself closest to the door, this is a sign of being humble. Most times, people from the same company sit on the same side of the table. For geography, Japan is an island country in the Asia Pacific region. It consists of multiple islands with 4 main ones. The capital is Tokyo, and the main language is Japanese. The Japanese flag is white with a red circle in the middle of it, and the currency is Japanese yen. And lastly is religion. There are 2 main religions practiced in Japan, Shinto and Buddhism. Shinto is a practice that does not focus on just one deity or worships one person. Shinto focuses on kami, which are spirits. Buddhism is a practice that revolves around suffering and what causes it. This is the end of my presentation on Japanese culture. Thank you for coming to my presentation, and thank you for the opportunity for me to do this project.